A young woman named Sarah receives a missed call while working late at night. She's seated in her dimly lit apartment. Sarah had just settled into her routine for the night. A warm cup of tea, her laptop open, and her favorite playlist softly playing in the background. Her phone buzzed, breaking the peaceful rhythm. A missed call. Alex. She didn't know anyone named Alex. Curious, she didn't know anyone named Alex who didn't laugh in a cryptic way. But then it happened again. And again. 3 missed calls from Alex. Each time, the call came in closer and closer together. Unease crept into Sarah's mind. She Googled the number, but nothing came up. Her friends? None of them knew anyone named Alex either. Then she received a text. "Don't answer any calls from me. Delete my number. Whatever you do, don't call back." Sarah froze. How could Alex text her if she didn't even know who they were? The text wasn't just a warning, it was a plea. Story cuts to a different person. Michael. He's a skeptic, and he doesn't believe in ghost stories or urban legends. Michael had heard about the Alex calls before. It was one of those creepy stories people passed around online. He brushed it off as a prank. That was until he got the call himself. One evening, Michael's phone lit up with a missed call from Alex. Instead of ignoring it, he did the one thing he was warned against. Then he called back. The phone rang, and rang until finally someone answered. "Hello?" Michael's voice was steady. A whisper came through the line. It was faint at first, but it grew louder with each passing second. It wasn't words. It was static, layered with something almost human. Screaming. Michael hung up, but his phone wouldn't stop ringing. The calls came back to back, the name Alex flashing on his screen over and over. That night, Michael disappeared. All that was found was his phone, the call log showing hundreds of unanswered calls from Alex, a researcher, Dr. Emily Carter, pieces together the Eerie phenomenon. She's surrounded by stacks of papers and a corkboard filled with notes and red string. Dr. Emily Carter had dedicated her life to unraveling unexplained mysteries. The Alex case became her obsession. Through interviews and research, she discovered a pattern. Every person who received a call from Alex had, at some point, interacted with someone who had vanished under strange circumstances. It wasn't random. It was as if Alex was following a thread, moving from one person to the next. But here's the catch. Once you receive a call from Alex, you're already marked. Whether you answer or not, Alex will find a way. Emily's breakthrough came when she interviewed Sarah. Sarah shared the chilling text she'd received and described the escalating calls. Emily realized that Alex wasn't just a person. It was something else entirely. A force. And it fed on fear. My heart drummed. Sarah is now being hunted. Her phone refuses to stop ringing, even after she smashes it. The name Alex appears on her television, her laptop, and even her smartwatch. Sarah thought she could escape by breaking her phone, but Alex's reach extended beyond that. The calls began appearing on every device she owned. Her laptop screen lit up with the name. Her smartwatch vibrated incessantly. Even her television flashed the words, "Answer me." Desperate, Sarah reached out to Dr. Carter. Together, they devised a plan to sever Alex's connection. But as the clock struck midnight, Sarah's devices began to malfunction. The wall seemed to hum with static, and an ominous whisper filled the room. Sarah made one last decision. She screamed into the void, "What do you want from me?" The devices went silent. For a moment, it seemed like it was over. Hesitantly, but then, a final message appeared on her cracked phone screen. "I'm always watching." Sarah's fate remains unknown. Dr. Carter has since vanished. Her research left incomplete. But one thing is clear. The name Alex isn't just a name. It's a warning, a threat, and maybe even a curse. So, if you ever see a missed call from Alex, don't think twice. Don't answer, don't call back. And if it gets too persistent, maybe, just maybe, breaking your phone is the only way out.